Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to some more Badlanders. So this video is going to be the Season 6 overview. And I got to tell you right off the get-go, it's got some highlights and some downsides. So let's start with the highlights. There's a new story, which gives you something else to do in-game if you were tired of just running around and shooting people in the face, which I don't know, but I thought that was the primary purpose for playing this game, was to shoot people in the face and get loot and take their stuff. But because all the cheaters have ran off most of the legit players, it appears that you need stuff to do when you're fighting bots. So this is what this is for, I guess. Luckily, there has been a lot of people returned for the season start, but that always happens every season. But it always trickles off towards the middle and even worse at the end. At the end, there's only like the loyal players and cheaters. And even the cheaters, like at the end of season 5, started to just like, there's nobody on. And they started to get off. So this season, they thought that they could entertain you by allowing you some story stuff to do, which I thought initially that it would be cool because, like, they had two factions. It was like, oh, cool, pick a faction. Maybe you get extra stuff for killing people of the other faction. No. All it is two different quest givers that are going to give you stuff to do so that you can earn rewards. Okay. Well, not as cool as I initially thought, but somewhat entertaining, something to do while you're in raid other than, I don't know, I guess hunt people and kill them, which sort of is the point of the game. But aside from that, you'll get quests like this, and it'll basically take you to the same few places that you would have gone to anyways, namely like research, depository, risky, and that's it so far that I've experienced. And then you can earn this stuff. Dynamic order tokens. Yay. Because I have a shortage of those, I guess. You know, because dynamic is so easy to get into and has such better loot. I love those dynamic tokens. That's cool to get. What else have we got? Oh no, we're doing the highlights, guys. These are the highlights, okay? You can get more coins so that you can work on your Horus for the next 8 months if you manage to get it at all. You might be able to unlock a piece of it by the end of the season with a few extra coins that they're going to give you. 50 4 times a week, 200 out of the 46,000 that you need to unlock some of the higher pieces. Perfectly doable after about a year worth of playing. And then you have these, which I'm not 100% sure what these are. Are they skins? I don't know. No idea. It just says Shepherd of the Wolves, reach V-Core member. They cost a crap load, I think, of those construction coins, which we'll get into construction coins. That's a genius move. Look, I have 6, guys. Oh no, these are faction coins. These aren't the construction coins. I have 6 out of the 8,000 that I need. Don't worry, I only played for like 8 hours today. Yeah, basically 9 to 5. So if this is your day job, six coins. All right, moving on. Yeah, because I managed to complete that. It took me like 4 or 5 games because there's a lot of cheaters on, and they hunt you. So when you get bored of getting killed by cheaters and earning 6 coins, they've added something for you to do when you're not in game, which kind of incentivizes you to not go into game at all. And that is the beautiful base mechanics. Let's get into this gem, shall we? So, right here, you can enter your base. Neat, a base. Well, it would be if it wasn't a cookie cutter just like everybody else's base. The only thing you can do is rearrange your furniture slightly different. Ooh, cool. And you have cool things to put in it, like tire stack ornaments. A billion couches, a few bookshelves, a bunk bed to share with your buddy that you don't have because you're playing this game. And you have crystals. Oh, my science crystals. I think this is like the primary point of the base is these crystals, sort of. So what happens is you get into your base. Here's all your regular stuff, by the way. So you have 2 rooms. This is like the elevator, I guess, to go down into your basement, which is kind of a bunker. If you weren't already in your mom's basement, now you get to be in a basement in game. And you get to grow crystals, which it's totally not like a meth lab. So you can create these. It costs you money to build them. I'm going to build 1 of these and then probably like 5 of these. So one of them takes like 25 minutes. The other one takes 8 hours. And the best part is about these crystals is that other people can join your base and you can join other people's base and you can help them accelerate the process. But if you have crystals already done, other people can steal them. Are you seeing where this is going? So while you're not in your base, other people can visit your base and increase the time it takes for your crystals to get done without you knowing. And then when they get done, while you're in raid, or just not viewing your base because there's all this other stuff in the game to do, they can yoink them. Which is cool, right? Right? Guys. Okay, it's not that cool. Luckily, nobody stole mine, which is surprising because I stopped playing. Like, I stopped streaming today, like, just before these probably got done. And surprisingly, nobody took them. Which is weird because there's a lot of people out there that hate me, and I would have thought they would have raided my base and stole my crystals. As a matter of fact, I counted on it. I was like, well, there goes 8 hours down the drain, I guess. But nobody did, I guess. Probably because everybody saw what this season had to offer and then got off after all the cheaters ran them off, probably. So over here, you got like all your basic stuff. This is, you know, your auction house. I guess you can do from your base because it wasn't convenient enough to do it from your thing. You have your private showcase, which is, this is your collectibles wall, which we'll get into that in a minute. And then, you know, there's your warehouse, and here's your skin warehouse, because, sure. So the building aspect of this. So the whole premise of the base building thing is to unlock furniture pieces. Each furniture piece is worth a different amount, although you really only want to display the biggest ones because that raises your base value level, because leveling up your base is based on your value of furniture in it for some reason. So, and in order to get these furniture pieces, you have to buy them for money, your in-game money. Now, I bought all the initial pieces you could buy, and it cost me about 5 million. So if you got 5 mil laying around, here, you can do this. So yeah, see all the pieces? See the values attributed to the pieces? They're not all equal. You can't just have whatever piece you want. You're like, but I don't like that chair. I want the shitty wooden chair because I want it to be rustic or whatever. You know, this is practice your, dress up your virtual dollhouse. Except for you can't dress it up the way that you want because you got to put in the furniture that's most expensive so that you can level up the base thing. So that, I'm not sure what you get. You get more crystal slots, so you can make more crystals. I think that is the whole point of it, to be honest. Like, so far, my experience with it, like, to level it up, it allows you to unlock more crystals. And then as you level it up more, it allows you to, like, it also allows you to put more furniture in your place, I guess. Which, I don't know if you care, but sure, you can have more furniture. But it's mostly so that you can get that value up higher so that you can keep increasing the level so that you can unlock, you know, the final crystals. And I'm sure, I haven't figured out exactly what you spend the crystals on yet. But you need them for stuff. Like, yeah. So that's the whole base building concept. So on top of having to purchase a lot of the initial pieces for real money, you also have to get construction coins to unlock the other pieces, like, you know, said billiard table, which is one of the cooler pieces, although it's, you probably can't do anything with it. But I mean, you need this many coins. I spent 8 hours on the game. I have a level 2 base. I blew $5 million initially. I have 105 construction coins. How long is it going to take me at that rate to get that? I'd say a long time, probably. Hey, look, there's some other pieces. Conveniently enough, they do tell you the value of the thing, so what I would suggest doing is ignore the pieces even if you like them better and go for the highest value. That's what I would do. Just to level up your base, because the whole point of it is to level up your base so that you can get crystals, so that you can... I'm not sure yet. We're going to figure that out. I forget what the crystals are spent on, to be honest. It's probably for more collectibles. I think it's for the collectibles. So you remember the attributes and stuff that you had, like the firearms attributes, and you got those like as you leveled up the season. You got some for completing your ops stuff. Well, they nixed all of that. So now they want you to just focus on achievement building and unlocking, and to get these blueprints. And the blueprints that cost a bloody fortune if you can find them in game, or buy them off the auction house. You get some from the achievements, which don't seem to be sellable, I've noticed, so that you can get these collectibles, which give you the stats back that you would have had already. They're kind of different stats, though. Some of them are different. Some of them are the same, pretty much. But they basically took something from you so that you can earn them back, which kind of sucks, to be honest. Guys, we're still on the highlights, just to let you know. We're going to get to the negatives. But these are the highlights. Like, you have stuff to do now. They took stuff from you so that now you have stuff to do. So once you're done with that, you can also visit other people's bases, like I said. And I think they do give you, like I have, let's check it out real quick. So let's go visit. Hey, I stole the red crystal from that guy. Law. Because we're incentivizing people to be kind of dickbags. It would be cool if they could just come to your base and help you, but, you know, they can also be dicks, I guess. And they don't even have to just be on your friends list. They can, like, any random person can join your base, I guess. So this guy doesn't even have any growing. Probably because he did and someone stole them. He hasn't even worked on his base, which I'm going to... Good job, guy. This guy knows what's up. You'll understand when I get to the negatives. But just, yeah. So you could do that, and let's get out of here. Let's go back to my base. Does that give me anything? I know you get, like, something for visiting other people's bases. There was a quest to do it initially in the new quest thing. It didn't even count. Why didn't it even count? Why? I think maybe I have to have 3 visitors? I don't know. That's the base building feature, guys. Yay. So you got your story, which are 2 factions. You got your base building feature, so that you can earn back the stats that you lost. Then you have this log thing, which I can't do it even yet. We're not to the negatives yet, but, like, there's this quest thing where you can, like, unlock story portions. If you're interested in the story they've built around the game, awesome. And then you complete missions and they give you these things and it helps unlock the story thing. But we're not to the negatives yet. And on top of that, you got your base missions here. So this is where you get your construction coins. You do these little things. So it's like cultivate crystals, help others accelerate crystals, visit other people's bases. So I'm guessing you're going to have these daily rewards you're going to have to do in the base, as well as your daily rewards for actually playing the game, which were a pain in the butt to begin with. So that's that. You got factions, you got your archive, you got your new base missions with your base. And in your workshop, this is where you have your collectibles. So we'll do the collectibles. I kind of covered it sort of already, but like you unlock achievements to get like these ones. So I got ones that give me dispersion. I don't know if they're random, the ones that they give you. But I got these ones. These are the 3 that I got. The silver, the gold, and it's gunshot exposure range, which was a stat I already had in the firearm thing they took away from me. Reload speed, which I don't know if you had reload speed before. Dispersion range, you had as a stat before. That's a gold one. And then you take them, you use crafting mats that give you this metal, I guess, and you can place it on your wall and it'll give you that stat. And then you have to use more of these to upgrade it. So, okay. And then you have your season rewards. So the season rewards are a little bit better this time around than some of the previous seasons. They've added these little spin wheels, which are, I mean, most of the stuff on them is Garbo, but you do have a chance to get a red beach box and the key. So they're not going to actually make you buy the key all of the time. You have a chance to get a key. The odds of getting one are probably small, like getting a black card, but it's probably doable, right? So that's a good new feature. And there's less of these EXP things, which are garbage, and I hate. So, yeah. The downside is they stuck with their... Well, we're not doing downsides yet. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can't find any more good signs. So the other good thing is, well, this backpack. You can get a backpack, which kind of sucks. You can get this skin, which also kind of lame compared to some of the other skins out there. You can get this thing if you do this in raid, but I don't have time to sit around and jig when there's like story crap to do and I have to avoid cheaters and not get killed and gather loot. There's just too much to do for me to stand around going, yeehaw, and or spend your precious silicone coins on it when you could be getting like black access cards, MP7s. So I have to say that the boxes this time around are a little bit more loaded. This actually looks cool. The bag looks cool this time around. You do have a chance to earn the new MP7s, which I think are still selling for $1 million. We can check. Let's go auction house real quick. Let's see what they're selling for. Still $1 million. So yeah, you can get $1 million there, or you can get a black card. These are actually worth more than the black card, which is kind of funny, like 2 times more, because the black cards, did they go up in price at all? Because they were around 500K. Like they've been, yeah, they're 500K. They've been decreasing in price for a long, long time. So yeah, the season levels are kind of cool. So here's some of the rewards. The skin is not the worst skin. It's kind of cool. It's not some of the better skins I've seen. This skin is kind of lame, the Watcher's one, but whatever. This looks cool, although it looks very, very similar to the Nautilus that I already have. I don't understand this. Like, they're going to make you buy cash points so they can give you back some cash points. Alright, whatever. This is for the deluxe pass. If you get the regular pass, you're just going to get 30 extra slots. You're going to get 20 spins. You're going to get a red beach box. You're going to get something and a title and some paints. And very few construction coins. 50 whole construction coins out of the 8,880 something that you need. 88. Is it 88888? Is that right? Okay. So if you level all the way up, they're going to give you 50. Awesome. So it's only going to take you 9 years to earn that if you keep at this rate, and don't spend money to buy them, if that's a thing. It might be a thing. They give you 80 whole coins, which, Garbo. Now, the deluxe pass, you did get a really cool MP5 skin if you buy that. So I do like the new MP5 skin. I would say it's probably just as cool as the Koi. Like, I like it that much. So, kind of awesome. So let's go to the rewards thing. This is always a scam to take all of your hard-earned money that you managed to squeak out in between getting killed by cheaters and piss it away. For a single coin, for a chance to win a shitty backpack, a shitty stomp skin. These aren't super terrible, but they're not super expensive either. But mostly you're going to be spending roughly like 10K per coin to get a roll on one of these. Is probably your best bet. Unless you're going for the old season stuff. But we'll get into that. It's a positive for the people that weren't here for season 1, but it's a negative for the people that were. So they're offering the season 1 stuff again. So you can roll on this, but look how many coins they're going to cost you. I mean, they're going to make it expensive. And the odds are you're going to get a cassette tape. Just saying. Your odds of getting these are probably going to be slim to none, but it is kind of a slap in the face to all of us who were here at Season 1 and have these cool skins to display, and they're just going to give it to new people. And you're like, why was I here at Season 1 again? Why did I go through all the effort to get those, thinking they were limited time? Because they advertise them as like limited time. See, they're still saying even limited rewards. It's like, yeah, but not if you offer them every year. Next season, they're going to offer the Season 2 ones, and then the Season 3 ones, and then the Season 4 ones. And then they'll probably rinse and recycle because they don't want to make new skins. It just feels like laziness. They didn't want to offer anything else. Like, they couldn't come up with any cool other skin for you to buy or whatever. So they're like, fuck it, make them buy the Season 1 shit again. That's what it seems like. Just my opinion. And then, you know, same thing for the other skins. So you can either get, like, the backpacks or that. Odds are you're going to spend 20 coins or 40 coins and you're going to get a cassette tape, which is always what happens. And back to the other thing is you're going to spend your hard-earned money, roughly 10K per coin or more. It keeps going up. Like you start at like 5 and then it just goes to 10 and then it's like 20 and then it's like all the way up to like 50. 50 per coin is like a slap in the face. But yet they just blatantly, they're like, I guess if you just have a crap load of money, you can spend, here, 50K per coin for a chance to win probably a cassette tape. Or another dynamic order token that you play oh so much because there's always games available and they're totally not full of cheaters when you get one. But anyways, we're still on the positives. We might have ran out of positives, though. So here's where you can piss away all your hard-earned money, just funneling things back into the game. Instead of selling them on the auction house and actually making money, you can just give them to them so they can give you cassette tapes or dynamic order tokens. With the hope and the prayer that you'll, you know, it used to be maybe worth it back when black cards were like $1 million. Then you'd have like at least a chance to get 2 items that were worth $1 million. So even if you spent like 200K on the coins to roll the box and then you scored one of those items, you would make all your money back and then profit. So it could be worth it. But like the chance of getting these crap items are so high that like you're probably going to lose money in the long run or break even. Or barely make anything else. I don't think it's designed, unless you really want the stuff like the skins and stuff like that. I don't think it's designed for you to come out like a rich man afterwards. So that's pretty much all of the new material. The crystals, I'm pretty sure. Like, I still don't fully understand what the crystals are for. So, I think they're for these. Maybe. I don't know. Or do you find these in... Balloon size spike, upgrade small size collectibles can be crafted in the workshop. So, if I go to the workshop... Ah, not that. I don't know. I can't even get them. So, they may require crystals to craft some of the higher up ones. I'm not sure. I'm still unsure where the crystals fit into all this. But it seems like it's so that you can buy back the stats that they took from you. so far. I'll let you guys know if I figure it out more, but so far I'm not 100% what the crystals do. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think you know what they do, but I think they might be for blueprints to get your stats back. But other than that, I don't know what they're for. But okay, let's do the negatives. So aside from if you're a Season 1 player, other people are now going to have the cool shit that you worked really hard for back in the day to get. So, negative. The other negative is they insist upon taking away your warehouse space when every new season drops. So every new season, I lose 50 slots in my warehouse. So they give you these slots, and then you get used to using these slots, and then at the end of the season, they're like, hey, we're taking them back. Bye. So I dropped down 50 slots. I got 10 back. That's why I have 350 instead of 340. I started at 340. So then if you have a full mailbox, like I usually do, pretty close to full anyways, if it does manage to fill up all the way to 100, you can't buy or sell anything. And I mean anything, not even to your backpack. You're like, well, I can still buy kits to my backpack, right? False. You can't buy meds. You can't buy ammo, which means you're relegated to just picking up loot and meds and stuff that you can find in raid or get from other players and have that. And then even if you got stuff and you wanted to sell it to make money, you can't. You have to vendor it for vendor prices or use it. So enjoy leveling up if you accidentally filled up your mailbox and your warehouse slots are full of like really awesome stuff like mine is, and you don't want to just vendor it or get rid of it. You're kind of boned. You're boned like me. Now, it helps if you're not a hoarder like I am, and I don't know if many players hoard to the point that I do. But this is a problem for me every season, literally every season. If you buy the pass, I don't see why they take away those warehouse slots from you. Why not just give them more and more warehouse space? People like to collect stuff. I don't see the point of it. But it would be an extra incentive for people to actually buy the pass or whatever. It baffles me. I don't understand why they do this. So then we get to the next negative. If you are full, like I am, and you're doing these story quests and stuff, guess where they send the rewards if you complete some of them. Like I've completed some of these things, and they've sent me the rewards. Guess where they went? Ta-da! Here's the story things. They're just filling up my mailbox even more. All of my rewards, like, don't insure anything. Like I've made the mistake of if you locate things and they keep coming back, it fills up your mailbox even faster. So you can't use locate anymore. You can kiss that goodbye while your warehouse is full. Also, they make it so that you don't unlock all of your slots again until, what is it, 65? Which, oh, God. Yeah, I think 65 is when you get your last 5 slots. You're like, oh, please, am I back to where I started? Yes, you'll be back to where you started when you get to level 65. Now, they give you like 10 levels when you buy the battle pass, the deluxe one. I don't know if they give you any when you buy the thing. And they give you a little increase. But you're still relegated to just daily missions, weekly missions, which I capped out already. And then you just have these, which don't give you a whole lot. Also, hey, you can only get the ones if you redeem in the redeem store now. So all these points, you can kiss these goodbye if you think that the rewards redeem thing is a waste of your hard-earned money. Sorry. I guess get wrecked, nerd. But they are going to give you, if you blow enough, a whole black gold package and an MP7. And then at the end, the Lazarus skin, which I wish you could preview these. Can you preview these? Oh, okay. That's sort of cool. Okay? So, it's a little bit cool. Not bad. I'll probably end up doing it just because, like, I'm sort of a completionist and I do this dumb stuff on the game so that I guess other people don't have to. But yeah, all right, more downsides. Now there's a base building aspect. Guess what that does? That means people are going to be not in game because they're going to be babysitting their crystals in their base and visiting other people's bases and not in raiding where you can play with them. So you're going to get more empty games. And the player base had already died significantly. And this first week there's going to be a boom, which there has been, of players. There always is. But then it starts to die off again. And when it starts to die off, and then the few people that still are remaining to play are going to be sitting in their base, babysitting their base, and, you know, dressing up their virtual dollhouse, and then visiting their friend's base so they can steal their crystals. There's going to be less people to play with, which I guess leaves you with more empty games to kill bots and do quests on. So maybe it's a win. I think it's kind of a negative to have people not incentivized to actually be in game. So not a huge fan of that. There is some new guide quests for the story. So I've already completed most of them. This is the only one I have left. But I can't complete that one because they keep sending the things to my mailbox. And I can't get them because they took away my warehouse slots. And I have to level all the way up to get them back so that I can get that, so that I can complete the quests. You see the bungle I'm in? So I guess the moral of the story is sell everything, don't collect cool gear, which might have sort of been the whole point of the game to begin with, was to collect cool weapons and gear. But if you like that kind of thing, well, try to keep it to a minimum, I guess. Because if it gets out of control like this, you're in a world of hurt. I like to build the guns. Like, half the fun for these games for me is building out the guns in different builds and stuff. Other people just, they're like, whatever, I need like 4 M4s and 4 T5s and I'm good to go. And that's all they do is they go trios, M4, T5 every time. They don't play with the other guns. They don't give a crap. They use the meta gun. They just run and gun, kill everything, and that's how they play and enjoy the game. Which is fine, I guess. But like for those of us that enjoy playing with like different mods and making different builds and having different arena loadouts, you know, for fun, you're kind of de-incentivized to do that because if you hoard and collect too much, you end up with this problem. And they do it every season. I tried to mitigate it this season. Like I had so much extra gold gear. I sold all of my extra gold armor. Like, I sold all of it. This is just one of everything, one of every mod combination, which is what I like to keep on hand in case I want to run different builds for arena or rooms. You know, there's no duplicates in here. These are all individual, unique, the best stats in the game armor. And arena has like a 16,000 cap, so you can't always run gold everything. Sometimes you have to have like a purple backpack, purple boots, so I bought like one of the best of every one of those as well. And then if you collect a bunch of guns, you get screwed on your warehouse stuff. So those are most of the negatives. I don't think the faction thing was done really well. I feel like it should have been one or the other. There should have been rewards for killing the other faction. Maybe there should have been like dog tags or something you could collect for killing people of the other faction. You could turn them into your faction to get cool rewards and maybe a unique skin. Being able to just do both of them kind of sucks. You're like, what's the point of the two factions if I could just play both sides? That seems kind of don't like it. But it does give you something to do while other people are fiddling around in their base. So there's that. And then, as is tradition, they give you a whole bunch of stuff to waste your money on and spend a truckload of time getting whatever this stuff is. So, for 1 billion coins. And then the crystals, I still have not figured out the crystals yet. I'm going to figure out the crystals when I figure out what the crystals are for, which I'm going to assume that it's probably collectibles for stats at this point, because I haven't seen anything else that I can redeem them for. If we go to the auction house and we look, there's still Devil's Eyes. yeah, there's no, like, you can't buy anybody else's crystals. So I'm not 100% sure what you use them for, other than to maybe they might be some of the higher tier loadout things. Hold on, let me go to the, let me select a gold. Is there a gold? Okay, there's a gold. I don't know. What are the crystals used for? I have no idea yet. They might be just to unlock other furniture pieces or something. I have no idea what the stupid crystals are for. Redeem? Is there anything in the redeem? So here's your base stuff in your redeem function. You can get, I guess, weekly coins to help you never get Horus built up. It only took me 9 months. No big deal. And then you can unlock like that. You can get, this is where you buy all your stuff. See, I bought it all. Cost me about 5 million. Just saying. And then that, I don't know. Do you guys know what the crystals are for? If you do, post in the comments. Let me know. Because it might just be for this stuff. I have no idea. Heirloom stuff. Not 100% sure yet what the crystals are used for. But there you have it. That's the era of Embers. That's all the season rewards, all the stuff for you to do or not do. And yeah. So if you guys have any questions, or if you know what the stupid crystal things in your base are used for, leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.